Rest in peace, Marion Barber, man. When we do these shows and like Danny Savage will call in, right? He was like, Voch, I've been a Cowboy fan for 78 years. I was watching Jeffrey Kafelkovich back in the 30s and da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? I was born in 92. So when Emmett was playing and, Mike and those guys, I was a little baby. I don't have a connection to those guys, I've been a Cowboy fan my whole life, but you're not really a fan until you have an individual connection. When I was young, I was a fan because my family were like fans or whatever. But when I really started to get into football and digesting football around that 05, 06, that little era, I am a Tony Romo baby. You know what I mean? So my era of football was I was watching T.O. and them. I was watching, Dez later on. So Marion Barber was my first favorite player. First, just his style, his run style, just that tough, physical, gritty. You know what I mean? Like he has the most impressive 2-yard, and that's what everybody's kind of talking. Like that sums up Marion Barber, man. And he was a part of the committee. And bro, like we could talk about the Marshawn Lynch runs, man, but Marion Barber was that for me as a young man. Like I remember watching Cowboy football, then going and playing Madden, and maybe like Julius Jones was a starter, and I go straight to the depth chart. I'm putting Julius on the bench. I'm playing Marion Barber because that's my guy. You know what I mean? So there have been many Cowboy legends that, I recognize them as legends, but I never really had an attachment to them. Marion Barber is a player that I legitimately had an attachment to. And it always sucks when they're young, man. It sucks when we hear about somebody that's 23, 25, and 38 is young. Like I'm turned 30 now, and I realize 30 not old. The closer you get to 40, you realize 38, you got a lot of life to live at 38 years old. And it always sucks, man. It always sucks to hear about that news, man. So thoughts and prayers to the family, condolences, anybody that knew him that was close to him, man. Rest in peace to Marion Barber, man. Cowboy legend for sure. Yeah. I know you already talked about it on your show this morning, Wilson. You ain't really got to go into it, man. But did you have anything on like Marion Barber quickly?
Man, listen, that early Romo era, that late, or I should say late Bill Parcells, but the end of Bill Parcells, early Romo era, we often think of T.O., we often think of Tony, but for me, right after Tony, it's Marion Barber, man. Sure. Marion Barber stood out to me during that fine run between 2005 and 2009, and it's sad to hear how his life, was where it was going, and then to hear that it ended the way it did, man. That this one hit hard, man. But rest in peace and condolences to him, to his family and his friends, his former teammates, for real.
Yep, 100%. And they always talked about how great of a teammate he was, just how reliable of a guy he was, man. Cowboy legend for sure, man.